Omaha Supernovas Volleyball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Barry Law. If you've been seriously injured, call Barry Law. And by Medica. With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
It is a glorious Sunday afternoon for volleyball in Omaha, Nebraska. Welcome inside the CHI Health Center. Here come your Supernovas. Omaha, smarting from Thursday night's 3-set loss at the hands of Orlando, hosts the Indy Ignite in a battle for second place. The Ignite 7-5, and the Supernovas are 8-4. Well, good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Baylor, along three-time first-team All-American for the Huskers, Nancy Metcalf, the Olympian now. Two of the stingiest defenses in the PVF are here, but a lot of firepower out there. Let's start with Johnny Teeler over there for Indy. She is averaging 16 or more kills in each of the last 6 matches. She's only 5'9". How's she doing it?
Johnny Teeler is a phenomenal athlete. She's explosive, she's dynamic, she gets up and hits down, and defenses have trouble with that. So Indy will be looking for her to do that again today.
She's on the right side. On the left side is Brooke Nunneveller for the Supernovas. 4th in the league in digs, 4th in the league in kills. If she just plays average today, can the Supernovas win?
I think it just depends what she plays average at, John. If she is average attacking, the Supernovas have other players who can step up offensively and can get kills, but they need Brooke to be consistent passing. They need her to play the defense she's become known for. Starting
lineups for the Supernovas, a lot of attacks from the outside. You know about Brooke Nunneveller. Tell us about Reagan Cooper.
Reagan Cooper has been another main force for the Omaha Supernovas this season. She's been one of the kill leaders in all of their matches. She's been a great surprise for Omaha consistently. They're going to look for her to play well again today.
And then on the outside, Indy will get a lot of swings from Lekador member Mene. She's back from a 3-match ankle injury, but Nina Chajic from Serbia on the outside, she's special.
She is. Nina Chajic is a great player. She's been doing really nice things for Indy offensively. Last match when they won in 4 over Vegas, Chajic had 21 points. So Indy needs her to step up and play big again today as well.
It's first year, Indy Ignite head coach George Padgett. What a job he did. 21 years as assistant coach at Concordia University, St. Paul, Minnesota. 9 national championships, Division II. That's the Stanford of Division II, Concordia. Stanford did it in 40-plus years, and George Padgett did it at Concordia in just 21. Izzy Ashburn on the left there, and John Shondell on the right. There's Laura Bird-Kuhn, head coach, second year. She won the championship in her inaugural season last year. The Omaha Supernovas trying to restart a winning streak. They had their 4-match win streak snapped on Thursday night right here at the hands of Orlando. And here is Nina Chajic, big jump serve into the net. 1-love Omaha.
Omaha will take that start. They had a great start on Thursday night. Unfortunately, Orlando hung around and they continued to play tough, and they came back and won that first set. Omaha knows they've got to continue to play tough all the way through each set tonight.
Kayla Caffey, she can serve. Perfect pass for Chajic. Right side tip shot. That's a Johnny Teeler. Here come the Supernovas. Reagan Cooper's first swing over dig. Nati Valentina Anderson is the setter. Offhanded tip shot, Brooke Nunneveller. Over dig shot, back by the setter. Nati Valentina Anderson, 2-love.
That's a good series for Omaha. I like how they're mixing it up, moving the ball around. They give Reagan Cooper a shot. She takes a great swing, but member Mena on the other side has a wonderful dig, popping it up. Brooke Nunneveller comes out of the back row. Nati finishes it on the overpass.
Sydney Hilly, the great setter for Indy, sets up Lydia Martin. It's on the board for Indy, 2-1 Omaha.
And Omaha fans are very familiar with Sydney Hilly. She's such a smart setter. She's going to mix up their offense and do a really good job distributing the ball.
Lydia Martin, one of their 2 starting middles. Brooke Nunneveller, not a great pass. Cooper straddling the 10-foot line. Tight. Caitlin Horde gets the kill. Over Sydney Hilly, it's 3-1 Omaha.
Nice awareness there by Caitlin Horde, not getting in the net, not reaching over, but just waiting for the ball to come to her and playing it back.
Caitlin Horde plays with a smile all the time. Nati Valentina Anderson, 3 aces for the season. A little strong. 3-2 Omaha. Pull up a chair. Spend the afternoon with the Novas. We had a little more than 8,000 Thursday night. They're expecting a little more than 10,000 on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Johnny Teeler serves. Nice pass by Gomez Libero. Caitlin Horde, not this time. Chayich fires to her left, just wide. Great decision by Nati to land it, 4-2.
It's a good swing by Nina Chayich. She goes after it, just misses wide, but Nati waiting for it on the line, knows it's wide.
Regan Cooper, 10 service aces, tied for 5th in the PVF. Lecador Member-Mena, diving dig by Gomez. Right side, Emily Landot. Here come the Ignite. Member-Mena gets her first kill, and she's one of the league leaders there. She's missed 3 matches. They won 2 of those 3.
She has. We talked to Coach Pageant before the match, and he said she's not back to completely full strength, but she's pretty close. And you can see here how dynamic of a player she is. She does a good job getting her feet to the ball so she can attack at her highest point.
Just 5'8", another jump server. Twinkles the twine, Gomez there. Tip shot, Nunneveller. Tools the block, that's the objective. You're actually aiming for those hands.
A lot of times outside hitters do aim for the hands. Brooke Nunneveller there, I think, being very smart. That set was low and fast and a little bit tight. She's being very smart to find hands and wipe it off the hands out of bounds where it's unplayable for anyone on the Indy side.
Caitlin Hort, she can dig as well as serve well. She's a big middle. Outside, and Nina Chayich cross court, out of bounds. 6-3 Omaha. We saw so little of this by Orlando. Attack errors on Thursday night.
Orlando was pretty low error on attack. So far, Indy's struggling a little bit to start out, but Omaha, the last few matches Indy has had, they've had slow starts and comebacks, so Omaha needs to keep their foot on the gas.
Orlando hit 342 in the 3-set win here. Thursday to slide, CC Crawford, the Wisconsin Badger, off hands and out, 6-4.
It's a great high swing by CC Crawford going high off Brooke Nunneviller's hands. It's a smart volleyball play.
CC Crawford, 2 years at Kansas, 3 at Wisconsin. Nunneviller's second average pass, left side swing, and she delivers regardless. 7-4.
And that's something that's common at the professional level. You can have a non-setter step in, set the ball, and expect an outside hitter to go up and take a big swing at it, which Brooke Nunneviller does. It results in the kill.
Here's Emily Landot. Since she took over the starting position on the right side, the opposite position 5 matches ago, the team is 4-1. And that's a service ace by Landot. 8-4. Omaha has doubled Indy.
And that's what Coach Kuhn is going to be looking for Omaha's team to do all day, is serve tough, keep Indy out of system. Sydney Hilly's a great setter. If she's in system, it's going to be really tough for the block and defense on Omaha's side.
Landot with an ace. It lands in the deep left corner. Back-to-back aces. There are 2 more on the deck. It's 9-4.
That ball had so much movement on it. It came over high, and the left back passer in Indy was thinking it was going way long, and the ball just sat down right at the end line and dropped in.
Bolt 6, 22 cameras to make sure. Well in. Chayich the target. Poor pass. Gets it back. Nina Chayich out of bounds. Emily Landot has changed the complexion of this first set. 10-4 Omaha.
She has, and having a serving run like this can give team confidence, and it can build a little bit of a downfall for the other side. In Indy, you see a little bit shaking confidence right now. Chayich having a couple errors, having a missed serve, it results in Omaha being up 10-4 going into the timeout.
There's our crew back in the truck. Handsome bunch. They call it Nova Nation around these parts, and they have come out in force. More than 10,000 expected. And you see Toya Onabanjo. She might get in this afternoon. She'll be the first middle off the bench if needed for the Novas. Served by Landot. She's got 2 aces already. Again, Chayich the target. Good pass. Back row attack. Big block. Brooke Nonneveller. First Nova block this afternoon.
That's a great blocking move by Brooke Nonneveller and Kayla Caffey. They go up together, they reach over, but it's set up by Emily Londot's tough serve, getting Indy out of system, making them much more predictable.
11-4 already. Served by Londot. Member Mena with a good pass. Long shoot set. Lydia Martin smashes it through the block. Well done. 11-5.
Lydia Martin there with a really nice reach. Member Mena stepped in front and took a little bit more space away from Chaich to take some pressure off of her on serve receive. And Lydia Martin up there at the net so high.
Indy's won 3 of their last 4. That one might have been long. And ultimately it drops. No one wanted to play that for third touch.
Those kind of balls kind of carry them around on the team, kind of an awkward touch. Camila Gomez trying to get one more touch and nobody in range to hit that third ball over.
Kayla Caffey thought she had a teammate behind her, nobody home. Uh-oh, high pass, and now bumped over and out by Kayla Caffey. 11-7, 3 in a row for Indy.
I think this is just a good example of how quickly the tide can turn. As a team, Omaha has to settle down, get a solid pass, and take the momentum back again.
Sydney Hilly serving, one of the great collegiate setters ever at Wisconsin. Nice set by Member Mena, gets it back, 5 feet 8, block back, great rescue by Elena Scott. And ultimately over and out, point for Omaha. It ends a 3-point drought, 12-7.
Great blocking move there by Kayla Caffey to reach over the net, get a good touch. Elena Scott with a wonderful cover play there. But unfortunately, like you said, off the out-of-system set, it goes out of bounds.
Miller serves. Long shoot set. Leah Martin, great up by Gomez. Vegas Scott. The Barrows active in this rally. Oh, great rescue. The pancake from Nati. Free ball over. Martin down. We're going to have a challenge from George Pageon, and that was before the conclusion of the rally, which resulted in an Indy point.
I believe they were challenging that pancake by Nati. They didn't think it got popped up. So this is where it gets a little tricky because they only have 7 seconds from the time when the event happens to call the challenge if they want to. But in that less than 7 second window, the rally actually ended. So I believe Indy's going to have to use a timeout for a ball they already won the point on now, because you can't take it back once you challenge.
In the college game, you can wait to the end of the rally. If you win the rally, forget that challenge. We were thinking about it, but we're okay with it.
Yes.
But in the pro game, you've got to call it right away. You've got to indicate, I want to challenge that rally.
Yes, and so that's a little bit of a difference that some fans aren't going to be used to. It makes the game go a little bit quicker because they're not going to allow a rally to go on back and forth 3 or 4 times before they go back and challenge the very first contact, for example. But in cases like this, sometimes it turns around and goes against the team as well.
For the moment, it's 12-7. You can see it right there on your Liberty First Credit Union scoreboard. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. The initial video indicated that Nati got it. Nati Valentina Anderson talking with her head coach, Laura Bird-Kuhn there. She has been a pro for a long time. This is her 17th professional season. She's been the starting setter for the Puerto Rican Olympic team in 2016, the lone year Puerto Rico made the Olympics. For the moment, 12-7 here at the CHI Health Center.
And we've talked a little bit about how young as a team Omaha is because they have so many first, second, third year players. But having somebody at a key position like setter, and it's the same situation for Indy, having a setter who's experienced can honestly pull the team together and give them so much confidence, even though they may be a lot of young players on the court with the veteran. 2
veteran setters here. We got Sydney Hilly, who played for Omaha last year. She was the MVP of the Final Four. And Nati Valentina Anderson. Last year, you only need 1 setter. We had 2 of the best in the league. So Sydney headed to Indy, and she is such a stabilizer. You just know your team's going to be well organized if your setter is named Sydney Hilly.
Yes, that's true. For many years, that has been true for whatever team she's been playing on. But both setters are such smart setters. They're veteran setters. They understand the rhythm of the game. They understand distribution, who they should be setting, when they should be setting them. They both do a really nice job running their offenses.
I think she got it. No, they say it hit the floor. Okay. So, point for Indy, and I think they should award it now and make it 12-8. About to serve is Nina Chajic. She is quite a story. From Serbia, 4 years at Towson, there she is, and 1 year at Tennessee where she had 42 kills in a single match against Western Michigan. The other outside hitter for Tennessee last year was former Husker Hayden Kubik, so they were loaded on the outside. Got to the first round of the NCAA tournament. Here's Chajic, that jump serve. Nice pass by Brooke Nuneviller. Back right, Londot loves this shot. She tips it. Oh, Elena Scott somehow got there. Kayla Caffey stuffed. 12-9.
That's another great up by Elena Scott. We're going to see that a lot today for Indy. Their libero is so quick, and she just has such a good sense for the game. She reads it really well and comes flying in as soon as that hand drops. Omaha transitioning to Kayla Caffey, and Indy's block is right in front of her.
Lydia Martin, both teams the block in this match. Great one-arm dig by Gomez. Outside Reagan Cooper. Over dig here. Come the Novas setting up that offense. Again, Reagan Cooper, our double block back. Great cover, Kayla Caffey. Free ball over. Down 3 for the moment. Make it down 2. Lydia Martin, Sydney Hilly with the set.
This is the kind of run we were talking about for Omaha. They need to settle down, get a pass, get a quick side out. You give momentum back to the other team, and these teams in the league, all the teams are good enough. They can take momentum and run with it.
Martin out of Oklahoma, former Sooner. Reagan Scott fires off the block. Another pancake, this time by the setter, Hilly. Nova's Reagan Cooper, a miss hit in the bottom of the net. And here come the Ignite, 12-11.
The Ignite right now being started by their defense, as we talked about before the game. This is one of the top defensive teams in the league. They're showing it right now. They are not letting anything touch the floor.
They trailed by 7, now just 1. And that's just long. Big break for the Novas on that jump serve. 13-11 Omaha. Opening set. First time these two teams played earlier this month. Omaha swept Indy in Indy. Brooke Nuneviller fires. Nice up, set left. That's like I remember Mene. Beautiful up from Brooke Nuneviller. Londot again from that right side. Right back. So effective from there. 14-11.
Great defensive play by Brooke Nuneviller, and I like that Nati Valentin-Anderson led Emily Londot on that back row attack. You can see the ball is clearly in front of the 10-foot line, so Londot jumps to it. It makes it more like a front row attack when she does it. She's going to have more success.
Pass by Kylie Muir. Beautiful up by Brooke Nuneviller. Hold everything. Hit the floor. So Sydney Hilly ever deceptive. 14-12 Omaha in the first. Ignite. Yep, that hit the floor. Ignite yet to lead in this one. Lydia Martin line drives it just long.
Serve is long. Point Supernovas. Serving for the big L, number 1, Valentin-Anderson.
So you're a rocket scientist. That don't impress me much.
Here's Nati Valentin-Anderson looking for ace number 4 this season. One serve of hers so far in this match. A little long. Kylie Muir, it's an overpass shot back. Reagan Cooper can't make an error like that at this level. It's 16-12 Omaha. Technical timeout. The Novas are up by 4. Come on back for more first set action. They're having as much fun up there on the concourse as we are down here. CHI Health Center, downtown Omaha, banks the Missouri River. Across that river, the state of Iowa. There's Brooke Nunneviller. This season, 8 double-doubles. She has 4 double-doubles in the last 5 matches. That means double-digit kills and digs.
Yes, Brooke Nunneveller has really upped her game in the offseason. We've talked to the coaches on the Omaha team, and we've talked to Brooke, and she said it's really come down to she's been working hard on nutrition, getting her body fueled better. She's been working hard in the weight room, working hard in transition stuff. So she's showing it out on the court for Omaha this year.
Nati Valentina Anderson serves CC Crawford. Nice pass. Johnny Teeler, not this time. Nati sets Landot, cross court, off hands, point Omaha.
Supernovas, the kill.
And Emily Landot, they're just going high hands. She's not hitting as hard as she can. She's not trying to blast that ball. She just finds fingers and hits off of them out of bounds. It's a great attack by Emily Landot.
Indy worked so hard to get within 1, and then boom, Omaha separates again. It was 11-4 Omaha, then 12-11. Now 17-12. Novas, overpass, tip shot, Caitlin Horde, no. Like to remember Mende, just back for an ankle injury, block back. Another chance, just 5-8. No touch, searching for hands, misses them, 18-12, Omaha. Well, she's electric. She was at Missouri, then she finished up at Pittsburgh. She helped take Pittsburgh to their first of, get this, 4 in a row Final Fours.
He is challenging a block
can't take her eyes off.
touch.
She's just so fun to watch.
She is. She's a fun player to watch. She's so athletic and so aggressive, and she plays with such a great attitude. She's a team player. She's a great person to have on your team, and I know Coach Padgett was talking about that, how excited he was too.
You played a long time at the pro level. How often did you see someone so diminutive, so effective?
Not very often, very honestly. She's an exception. There are a few, obviously there are a few, but typically that's not the typical athlete that we saw overseas playing professionally.
5 feet 8 inches tall. Like I remember, Mena was an Atlanta Vibe last year. This year, 4.7 kills per set, and that is the best in the entire league.
And it's no surprise. She goes after every ball. She's aggressive. Coming back from injury, it can be difficult sometimes, even mentally, just to get back into it, but she's coming right back in full strength ahead, so she's ready to go.
Missed the right wrist belonging to Emily Landot. Score remains Omaha by 6. Kylie Muir, former Buckeye, former Golden Gopher. Big kill in the middle, CC Crawford. You see so many Big Ten stars at the PVF. 18-13.
And CC Crawford, another great story. She's up there hitting and attacking. Caitlin Horde's hands are up there, but she's just got to press over and keep that ball in play. Not let it go off her hands out of bounds.
Johnny Teeler. This pass to Nunneveller. Landot has to wait, loads, fires, over dig, pushes back, and no. Free ball, great chance here for Omaha, already up by 5. Set a little low to Caitlin Horde. Johnny Teeler, cross court, in.
Johnny Teeler is another explosive, dynamic athlete like we've been talking about. These women are training so well. They know the game. Now it's just fine-tuning stuff. And for Coach Padgett, his job is managing is one of the things that he brought up. It's managing athletes, managing game situations, but the game themselves, the athletes know the game.
Lena Scott looking for the assist. Remember Mene, unable to drop it. Great dig by Nati. Landot, yes!
It's a great up there by Nati Valentina Anderson, picking up that ball real short, letting Camila step into set. Emily Landot doing a nice job going, hitting high and across court.
Different team since she's taken over at the opposite position. 4-1, and she's off to a big start today. Reagan Cooper into the bottom of the net. 19-15 Omaha. In that first set Thursday night, they lost it, a deuce game, 26-24 to Orlando. Omaha led 15-11 and then 16-13. Couldn't hold on.
Yeah, volleyball is definitely a game of momentum, and sometimes when you give up the momentum, it's really difficult to take it back.
Wow. Nunneveller roll shots it. Here come the Ignite. CC Crawford drops it. That was effective all Thursday night. That tip shot in front of the libero. What does Gomez need to do?
She needs to see it sooner and just be ready to pursue. Right now, Omaha's plan is to keep her down the line to dig and then pursue, but she has to see it quickly and just pursue up the line very, very fast once she sees the elbow drop, signifying a tip.
Ignite within 3. Wow. Don't need both 6 for that one.
No video needed on that replay. But that's a Johnny Taylor. Remember Mena. She's just going to go after it. Every ball, she goes hard.
Here comes Lindsay Krause. 4-year Husker great. Grew up just south of here. Papillion went to Omaha Scott High School. Elena Scott, another great pass. Slide by Crawford, no. Krause, double touch. At this level, they're stingy on that call. At the college level, they let that go.
Yeah, there's some rule differences, and they let some stuff go in college that they don't internationally or professionally overseas. And so, yeah, it's just a little bit of a difference, something to get used to.
Carly Scott, the former Michigan Wolverine, ex-pro beach volleyball player. About to make her debut serving right here. It's a 6'1" middle and a serving specialist. Nunneviller, decent pass, gets it back. Brooke Nunneviller off the block and out of here.
Brooke Nunneviller has such good rhythm. When she passes a ball, she's under control. She passes it. She's swinging right out into her approach to attack. She has really good rhythm with Nati on that go set.
Emily Londa, 2 aces already in this first set. Remember, Mena's taking over the passing duties on that Londa serve. Does it well. Nunneviller for another, no. Sydney Hilly outside. 3 ball to the deep corner, great rescue. Ina Chaic, no. Tip shot by Kayla Caffey, yes! Chaic had 2 swings in that rally.
A little bit of scramble play going on there, but you can see Indy making the adjustments to try to get out of this rotation quickly. Londa went for a run earlier in this set, serving Nina Chaic down the line. Right now they got Chaic pinched way against the line, and member Mena is taking almost every ball, so in order to serve her, Londa's going to be very precise.
Omaha has yet to trail this entire first set. Back right, Johnny Taylor, stuff block. Brooke Nunneviller, solo job.
Here you can see Brooke Nunneviller lining up, reaching in. Kayla Caffey working so hard to get over to Brooke and close that block. Great job by the Omaha block getting up together. Leads to a 23-17 Omaha lead going into the timeout.
That was Kayla Caffey's 2 hands that blocked that one back. And Omaha, what a difference 3 nights make. Rarely led on Thursday, have yet to trail in this one. And what's been some of the big differences here this afternoon, Nancy?
Well, we talked earlier about how that tip fell down the line on our left front from their right side that Camila Gomez was pursuing, but earlier in the match there were several tips and balls up off the block that were falling short, and Omaha has been pursuing today. I don't think they did that as well in the match against Orlando on Thursday. If you let all the short tips fall, it makes everything harder on defense. So if they can continue picking up that short stuff, it makes it a lot easier on defense to work around the block.
You want to see a lot of pink fashion? Come to a Nova's volleyball match.
Lots of pink and purple.
In the huddle a moment ago for Omaha, you saw Gina Mancuso. She's now an assistant coach with the team, just back from playing in Puerto Rico. Emily Londa, 2 away from ending this first set. Elena Scott, rare poor pass. Chaic gets blocked back. Sydney Hilly's second kill of the first set.
It's a nice block move by Omaha on the ball set to Chaic, but really smart awareness by Sydney Hilly again, realizing she's in the front row. She's one of the setters in the league who looks at the block and then decides what to do. She sees the block is not with her. Point for Sydney Hilly.
Nice pass by Cooper. Kayla Caffey out of bounds. Back-to-back Indy points. Right there's a Q collar you see on Lydia Martin. It helps with blood flow and can help with concussion prevention. Reagan Cooper slams it off the dig and out. 1 away.
There's Nati Valentine Anderson again working it around. She tries to slide with Kayla Caffey first, doesn't work. Comes into the pipe, out of the back row to Reagan Cooper. Mixing it up, keeping the defense honest.
Everyone standing at CHI Health Center. Try each great pass. The slide, Lydia Martin into the block. And it drops. 25-19. Omaha, the verdict in the first. And they love it in downtown Omaha. Come back for set number 2.
Lights, it's up. The Indy Ignite are taking over with nonstop action, athleticism, and an experience you will never forget. Indiana's first ever professional women's volleyball team is lighting up the Fishers Event Center this season. Tickets are on sale now and going fast. Join the fan firestorm in supporting these unbelievable female athletes and creating memories you won't forget. Get your tickets at indyignitevb.com today.
From your favorite athletes to your favorite music, listen to everything you love and so much more with the free iHeartRadio app. From live play-by-play to your favorite game day anthems and the biggest sports podcasts in the world, the iHeartRadio app lets you take it all with you and stay connected to your favorite team wherever you go. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. Beautiful. This way. Straight down. What a rocket out the back. Now they calling my phone, yeah, but I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. She is absolute.
Well,
Danny Busboom Kelly, that is the new head coach of Husker Volleyball. In the house, her son Boone is with her. To her left, you're right on the screen, is her dad Gene. Grew up just south of Lincoln, and she is coming home after 8 years at Louisville. 3 Final Fours in the last 4 years. That's pretty solid work.
I would say that is respectable, yes. She has been a wonderful story. The success she had in Louisville, building that program up, taking them all the way. It was really fun to watch as a former Husker, seeing the success she had going somewhere else, and we're really excited to have her back in the Husker Nation now.
When she got there 8 years ago, 2017, her first season, Louisville flirted with the top 25 occasionally, now perennial top 5.
Now they're considered a strong program. It wasn't just they had a good year, they're a strong program now.
2 reasons, Elena Scott and also Anna DeBeer. We've yet to see Anna DeBeer with the return of Lecator member Mena after her 3-match absence due to the ankle issue. There's Elena Scott, former great Louisville Cardinal. Tip shot by member Mena, back row, Brooke Nunaviller, and Omaha keeps in front. 1-love.
Nice defense there by Reagan Cooper, coming in, being ready for that tip over the block that we talked about. She comes in to play it, sets up the ball for Brooke Nunaviller to attack out of the back row.
I can remember Mene, not a great offensive rhythm there, but remember, she can terminate no matter where she gets the set.
Well, she jumps so high and she has a quick arm, so she can find a way to get the ball through the block sometimes, even when it doesn't all go the way it's supposed to.
Here's Lydia Martin, former Oklahoma Sooner, bottom of the net, 2-1 Omaha. Omaha Supernovas Volleyball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Barry Law. If you've been seriously injured, call Barry Law. Remember, Men is handling the passing since the first set woes, but in that instance, unable to get it over. That's another ace. Third for the Novas, this one by Kayla Caffey.
That's a great serve by Kayla Caffey, but I was really impressed with Caitlin Horde staying and waiting, knowing Sydney Hilly's in the back row. She let Sydney Hilly jump and try to set that ball, and even though Hilly is a wonderful setter, she was unable to get that set to somebody who could attack it, so it paid off for Omaha.
Johnny Teeler, my goodness. Boy, what an improved player she is. She told us before the match she's just worked so hard on diet, nutrition, working out, the gym. Here come the Ignite. Little shot by Member Mena. Now Omaha, Reagan Cooper, a little slow start. She gets stuffed right there. We're tied at 3.
Point, Indy.
Right now, Sydney Hilly and Cece Crawford doing a good job with Reagan Cooper. They're getting out there, closing the ball, reaching back over onto the net, and Reagan Cooper struggling to find a way to get it through.
She had 15 kills Thursday night. Almost every match she'll get double-digit kills after a slow start. Back row, Londot overtake. Novas scatter, set up the offense. Back row tip shot by Nunaviller, nearly drops. Here come the Novas. In-system dig, in-system kill, 4-3.
That's a great pursuit by Indy to get that ball back up off the block touch. But Omaha staying organized, staying together. Reagan Cooper finding the hole in the block and hitting it deep cross court to zone 5 for the kill.
3.7 kills per set, Reagan Cooper. Reigning league rookie of the year. Played for Columbus last year. Big swing by Member Mena off the block and down. We're tied at 4 in the second. Omaha won the first.
Member Mena is a tough attacker to block on because she's so quick that the block, I think, a lot of times feels like it has more time to get there and get over than it does. Right there, she's able to take advantage of Caitlin Horde not reaching over with her inside hand, and I think it's because she gets on the ball so quick, it's sooner than expected.
Remember, she's still playing with a sore ankle. Doesn't look like it. Great pass, Gomez. And Nunaviller finishes. Camilla Gomez, she's been one of the subplots in this one. Fine libero out of Texas A&M.
Yes, Camila Gomez has been a great, solid player for Omaha as well. She's just kind of in the stalwart for their passing and their defense. She leads the team. She directs the team on the court.
Played for her Omaha head coach when they both were back then at A&M. Big shot by Chaich. Nina Chaich, so strong. We'll see if we're going to get a challenge here of a block touch. For the moment, 6-4.
Indy is
Omaha.
challenging block touch.
So Indy's challenging a block touch. Omaha Supernovas volleyball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Barry Law. If you've been seriously injured, call Barry Law. And there's your Liberty First Credit Union scoreboard, 6-4 for the moment. Omaha's George Pageant is chatting with his Ignite. Liberty First Credit Union, banking with purpose. Find out more at libertyfirstcu.com. 21 years assistant coach at Concordia University, St. Paul, Minnesota. 21 years, 9 national champions. That is truly the Stanford of Division II. Stanford, 9 national championships, most in Division I. Having fun here at the old CHI Health Center. Did the block touch it? I think not.
I don't think so either.
Supernovas.
It's a fairly quick review on that one.
Love
which means
it.
They were pretty certain from the beginning.
22 cameras. Reagan Cooper served Elena Scott a little high with that pass. Novas dig. Londot not this time. And Chaich finally terminates. We were told pre-match by the head coach she can be a little streaky. She can be up and down, but when she's hot, she's really tough to stop.
Yes, she is. She's a great player, sees the court well, has good ball control when she's attacking. You see there she goes pretty sharp cross court and ends up finding a space between Camila Gomez and Brooke Nunaviller for the kill.
Service ace, CC Crawford. We are tied at 6 on the second. Omaha won the first. Crawford, part of an exodus from the Badger program. They were all seniors out of eligibility. Who's who of Division I volleyball. Londot not this time. Boy, Johnny Teeler, she can dig as well. Back row swing, never many. A little strong. She doesn't take much off when it comes to velocity when she's attacking.
She doesn't. She's very effective because she jumps so well and sees the court so well. But she goes after it. I love her aggressiveness.
Caitlin Horde, 4 years, Penn State, won at Nebraska, 2022. Slide, Lydia Martin out of Oklahoma, block back covered. Elena Scott, great bump set up perfectly. Nina Chaich block back, and Sydney Hilly looking for her third. Yep, she gets it. Third kill of the match already. We're early in the second set. That is an aggressive setter.
Sydney Hilly is aggressive, and I think it's because she's so intellectual. She understands the flow of the game so well. She sees very quickly when, okay, I've set one player, I've set another player, they're not expecting the dump. She'll work it in pretty often, and that makes the block and defense, they can't forget about her.
Serve just a credit card long. And Omaha's yet to yield the lead at all in this match. 8-7 now in the second set. Londot with 2 aces. Kayla Cappy has an ace. Londot trying for her third. Johnny Teeler, wow, that's high velocity.
It is high velocity, and that time Indy ran a crossing play, so as Johnny Teeler actually came up the middle and hit a fairly quick ball for an opposite attacker in the middle. It was more like a quick set in front of the setter.
What are they chuckling about back there? They even tried to dig that, it was so fast.
I think it was kind of like, well, I got one arm on it, and that's about it.
Here's Anna DeBeer. She just played for the first time all 6 rotations on Thursday night in their 4-set win over Vegas. Took her 2.5 months to come back from the ankle injury she suffered in the Final Four. And a kill for the setter, Nati Valentin Anderson. It's 9-8 Novas.
That was a nice set by Anna DeBeer. Coach Pageant mentioned that, you know, it's been kind of tough, and coming back, having her first match, it was a 4-set game, so it was a little bit long. Can be taxing when you're just coming back from an injury, so he didn't know how much use they would have for her today as much as just trying to let her recover.
Another by member Mena, and you just saw there a great pass by Anna DeBeer. And you wonder what might have been if she were able to play in that championship match against Penn State. But she certainly was not, and did not come back for 2.5 months. It's a very serious ankle injury. Outside set, Reagan Cooper block back. Again, the great KU Jayhawk off the block and out. With age, you just get more effective tooling those blocks.
You do, and I think that's something that experience gets you. Some players, and a lot of coaches train that, but some players it comes more naturally to them. Reagan Cooper, I really like that second swing of hers, because the first one she tries to challenge the block, it comes back. The second swing she goes after high hands, which is unplayable.
Johnny Teelan. This is a player who was a part-timer last year. She's one of the league leaders in blocks and kills, 10 apiece.
She's having a phenomenal season for Indy. She's so explosive. It's fun to watch. She's one of the players that is so fun to watch.
Set in the middle, Caitlin Horde, dug by Teeler. Free ball over, here come the Novas. Reagan Cooper, another, yes!
Great up there by Emily Londot on the ball just over the block, playing the short ball. Sets Reagan Cooper up for later in the rally to be able to go high over the hands of the block. Nice swing by Reagan Cooper.
Reagan Cooper, dad played for the Cowboys after playing as a strong safety for the Huskers. Nati Valentin Anderson, Elena Scott. Great pass. Remember Mena? Out of bounds. Trying to avoid the block.
I think Omaha's block there did a really nice job of staying disciplined and not trying to reach out for the ball.
Emily Londot is just such a smart blocker. There are times when she pretends she's going to jump and she doesn't. Anticipating the attacker is trying to tool her hands. The ball sails out of bounds. Remember Mena? Inbound on that one. Wow.
Remember Mena finds the court that time. Here we can see it again. Goes right down the line. And
must have touched the hands.
Touched the hands, I guess.
Gotcha. Lekator, member Mena, grew up in St. Louis. That's her third service error. When do you start to say, you know what, stay on the ground, let's get it in?
There are different types of servers and different types of players, and I think for Memba Mena, she has more success when she just goes after it. She'll have the errors as well, but I think when she starts to let off of it and just keep it in, it becomes too easy for the passer, so she's got to keep going after it.
Sydney Hilly outside, and DeBeer moves to the front row and delivers off the block and down.
Killed by
13-12 Omaha.
Serving number 12, CC Crawford.
So De Beer to the front row, and Nina Chaic to the bench. De Beer's second match back, playing 6 rotations. Hit negative opening night for her Thursday night in a win against Vegas. Net violation against Brooke Nuneviller. She can't believe it.
Net violation.
She's claiming hair. She's going to have a discussion with the up referee.
Hair is allowed.
Hair should be allowed. The referee is saying, nope, it wasn't just your hair. She had Brooke Nuneviller had 2 tough sets to try to handle there in a row, both tight and inside. And especially for a shorter player, those are a lot harder to get to and to do anything with.
Nuneviller's second shot, a tip. Boy, she's so crafty. 14-13 Omaha.
She's so crafty, and I like that she threw it in this particular rotation because Elena Scott was off the court. I think in other rotations, if Elena Scott is left back, she's going to fly in there and pick that ball up.
There's so many terrific shorter front row players in this match. 5'8", remember Mena. 5'9", Teeler. 5'10", Brooke Nuneviller. And a kill by Anna De Beer. She looks like her old self. 14 apiece.
Serving number 2, Sydney Hilly.
Great Louisville Cardinal, 5 years, 3 Final Fours, 2 championship matches, one of them right here. A loss against Texas. Nuneviller locked back by Teeler, one of the best in the business. Had a lot of help from Lydia Martin, and for the first time in this match, Indy ahead.
That's a nice move by Teeler and Lydia Martin going up together. Nowhere for Brooke Nuneviller to go with that attack. She's upset with herself because she hit down into the block, but she was trying to get a smart shot off the block.
Londot out of bounds. And immediate timeout. 16-14 Indy in the second, trying to tie this match up.
Shine with the Stars as part of the Supernova.
Omaha, 2 best defenses statistically in the league. Defense starts with liberos. We got 2 great ones today, Nancy.
We do. We get the pleasure of watching 2 fantastic liberos playing on both sides of the net. Camila Gomez has been so steady for Omaha. She's been leading this team in defense and in passing, and Elena Scott is such an explosive libero playing for Indy. It's just so fun to watch both of these players because they are the masters of their craft. They read the ball so well. They see what's coming. They understand the game, and they can think ahead in the game. Coach Padgett mentioned that he felt like Elena Scott is one of those liberos who's playing chess when everyone else is playing checkers. She's not only playing the ball, she's already thinking ahead a few touches on the ball to what could possibly happen. And you can see it by how she reacts and makes the plays.
Great liberos have great anticipation.
Yes, fantastic anticipation.
Teeler gets stuffed. That's a rarity. And Omaha needed that. Within 1 suddenly. Indy 16. The Novas 15. Emily Londot. 2 aces already, not another since. And Anna De Beer fires down the line, great up. Emily Londot. Oh, tip shot. And a couple Ignite members thought another would play it. We're tied.
That is a play Brooke Nuneviller will be thankful for because she was not trying to score. She was trying to save the ball and just get it over the net and keep it in play. Some confusion on the Indy side leads to a kill and a point for Omaha.
De Beer, boy, she settled down the passings as she stepped in here. Set 2, Lydia Martin finishes. Pretty basic, pass, set, kill. 17-16 Ignite.
Anna DeBeer, I think, has looked impressive today, coming back from her injury just one match in. I think she's done a really nice job of staying steady and playing calm. That's her personality. We saw it at Louisville. She's continuing that with Indy.
She's got a black brace on her right ankle. Sails that one too long. Mentally, you just wonder what was going through her mind Thursday night. Her coach complimented her for playing free and getting through it, but it's always scary when you're coming back from an injury.
It is. It is. I dealt with a shoulder surgery and coming back from that, and even though you go through all the rehab and you feel strong, when you get in that match, there's always that uncertainty of what if? Is it really healed? Is it okay? So I can sympathize with how I'm sure her emotions were during the match, trying to fake the confidence and get past that uncertainty.
Out of system, Omaha loves going outside. There's Reagan Cooper finishing.
Reagan Cooper did a really nice job there of getting to the ball and finding that seam in the block and going high, deep cross court through that seam.
Reagan Cooper 6 kills on 15 swings, and Omaha back on top late in the second. Union Pacific, headquartered here in Omaha. One of the great corporate partners of the Omaha Supernovas. And the Novas are back on top by 1 late here in the second after trailing by 2 moments ago. Reagan Cooper heating up, just got her 6th kill. DeBeer, nice pass. Shoot set. Lydia Martin muscles it through. This Oklahoma Sooners impressive.
Lydia Martin's a great player. She's done such a good job in the middle of being high and being available for their setter. Sydney Hilly is finding her and giving her a ball up high where Lydia Martin can attack it. That's going to lead to success so often because she's hitting so high.
Carly Scott back in. Former Michigan Wolverine. Nice pass by Gomez. Caffey's attack. Nearly down. Here comes a free ball. Great chance here to go up by 1. Big swing by Cooper. No. Another great chance for Omaha. Londot can only tip that one. Remember Mena. In system dig. Again, Londot. This time they stop her. CeCe Crawford.
Those two players are very familiar with each other from playing in the Big Ten, but some really nice plays back and forth there, some good pursuit, nice defense. Carly Scott had a good up on Kayla Caffey's attack, and Indy was able to transition out of it and get the ball back over the net. Both teams still attacking. I think this set is more what we were expecting to see, the back and forth so close on every point. This is more what I was expecting for the match today.
Number Mena, she's stuffed. Kayla Caffey came in only averaging 0.3 blocks per set. She's put up 3 already and unassisted on that one. We're tied at 19.
It's a really nice move by Kayla Caffey, getting closed to Nati Valentine Anderson and sealing over, reaching back over into the court.
Caffey, solid server. Will they attack her, force her to dig? We'll see. Teeler goes after Nunavilla, drops it 20-19. Indy. They play in the Fishers Event Center, just outside of downtown. 7,000 seats, gorgeous arena. Just hosted the All-Star game. Jam-packed for that one. Full crowd. Big swing, Reagan Cooper. They can't stop her. No answer yet for Cooper. A big kill. We're tied at 20 late in the second.
And Reagan Cooper's starting to heat up. That's what Omaha needs. They need that spark to keep them fired up, keep the momentum going on their side.
2 great setters. Here's one of them serving. Remember Mena, she's passed well today. CC Crawford not this time. Great chance to go up by 1. Cooper, yes!
There's Reagan Cooper, another big kill for Omaha, coming out of a transition play, an out-of-system set from the non-setter. Reagan Cooper goes up, takes a nice high swing, hitting deep in the court again.
Omaha swept Indy up there in Indiana earlier this month.
They did sweep them, but all 3 were really close. I want to say it was 23, 23, 22. So all 3 sets were very close. This is a very competitive matchup.
This hit by Taylor. Now, you were a lefty in the back right a lot. How much harder is it for a right-hander in the back right to swing?
It's similar to the front row, probably a little bit less felt in the differences, but similar in that they have to let the ball cross their body to attack from their right hand. It's easier as an attacker if your hitting arm is closer to your setter because you don't have to let the ball go across your body to attack.
22-20. Omaha timeout. Indy here late in the second set. Omaha won the first. And Supernovas Volleyball on News Channel Nebraska is presented by Barry Law. If you've been seriously injured, call Barry Law. And with a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you are cared for. George Pageant talking it over with his Indy Ignite. He's a native of St. Paul, Minnesota, and he coached. His assistant coach, Izzy Ashburn, when she was in high school. He was a private coach for Sydney Hilly when she was in middle school.
He has some good connections to these people that he's brought into his program. And when we talked to him, he mentioned that. He said, these players are people I knew when they were growing up. I've been around them. I've spent time with them. I know they're good people. I know they know the game. Obviously, they're good players, but they're going to be people who help our team in more ways than just athletically. And he was really excited to have Izzy Ashburn back on his bench as well.
We're going to have the brand new Husker head volleyball coach, Danny Busboom Kelly, between sets 2 and 3. Stay with us for that. But plenty of wood to chop here for Omaha. Up by 2 late in the second. Nati Valentina Anderson floats it to Beer. Another great pass. Lecador Member Mene blasts it off the block and out. It's a 1-point ball game.
Member Mena is just beating that block. She's so quick. She's up off the floor quick and swinging quick, and she's hitting the ball before that block is set over the net, pushing. That's why she's able to tool them across the court like that so well.
Twinkles the twine, stayed on the floor that time, did not want to risk that serving error. Cooper this time dug. De Beer to tie it. Nope. Great chance here. Down 1 for the moment. Anna De Beer. Good block touch. Here come the Novas. It's going to be Brooke Nuneviller. Count it.
Really good job by Omaha there, staying with the play. That rally went back and forth. There were several good block touches. Play the ball off the block. Another good block touch. Play the ball off the block. And Brooke Nuneviller coming out of the back row has 1 blocker and able to go around them.
Megan Cooper sails to the back right, looking for her first ace of the week. 10 for the season. CC Crawford delivers. Great Wisconsin Badger.
CC Crawford on that slide attack when she goes behind the setter does such a good job of being up in the air and then seeing where the block is and going around them.
Cooper, poor pass. Tough shot here for Nuneviller. Needs it. Good block touch. Drops it. Boy, when you got some duress, it's BNT. Brooke Nuneviller time.
Brooke Nuneviller has been the key for Omaha in so many matches. She is the steady player that they depend on when they need that point.
Here's Krause. Into the net, 24-23. Krause had a ton of aces to start the year as her senior campaign for Nebraska, so she knows how to serve. Here's Sydney Hilly trying to tie this up. It's going to be a deuce game here in the second. Omaha won the first. Cooper the target. Nice pass. The right side swing. Londot diving dig. And Hilly cannot get it to a teammate. Omaha prevails in the second set. 25-23. And don't forget Emily Londot. She has changed this offense. Her presence on the right side gives Nati so many more formidable options. To love Omaha. They head to the locker room. Stay right there. The Husker head coach. We come right back.
Lights, it's up. The Indy Ignite are taking over with nonstop action, athleticism, and an experience you will never forget. Indiana's first ever professional women's volleyball team is lighting up the Fishers Event Center this season. Tickets are on sale now and going fast. Join the fan firestorm in supporting these unbelievable female athletes and creating memories you won't forget. Get your tickets at indyignitevb.com today.
From your favorite athletes to your favorite music, listen to everything you love and so much more with the free iHeartRadio app. From live play-by-play to your favorite game day anthems and the biggest sports podcasts in the world, the iHeartRadio app lets you take it all with you and stay connected to your favorite team wherever you go. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. La 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 la. I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la. I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la.
Pro Volleyball Federation Season 2. Tickets available now.
Lights, it's up! The Indy Ignite are taking over with nonstop action, athleticism, and an experience you will never forget. Indiana's first ever professional women's volleyball team is lighting up the Fishers Event Center this season. Tickets are on sale now and going fast. Join the fan firestorm in supporting these unbelievable female athletes and creating memories you won't forget. Get your tickets at indyignitevb.com today.
NCAA women's volleyball has never.
Downtown Omaha to love Omaha. Hey, there's Nancy Metcalf. You know her. My name's John Baylor. There's a new head coach of Nebraska volleyball. Head coach Danny Buscombe-Kelly. Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. Appreciate the curiosity. Now, you have had a whirlwind, a month here in charge of this treasure that is Nebraska volleyball. What are one or two priorities that you've put at the top of your list?
Well, number one, it was start out building the relationships with the players and the staff. And, I was very familiar with a lot of them, but hadn't really worked hand in hand with them. So it's been awesome just to get to know them much better. And then number two is recruiting is always top of the list. So our whole staff's been out recruiting a bunch and making sure the commits are in and trying to get some future Huskers.
Who's in charge of recruiting now? Or is it a shared priority?
It's a shared priority, for sure.
Leadership. You lose two fabulous senior captains from last year's team. What's your process in deciding who ultimately who wears the C on their jersey, and then how do these organically these leaders emerge for a Danny Buscombe-Kelly team?
Well, you said it perfectly, like organically. That's what you want, and I know there were some things in place that they were working on that will continue and maybe tweak a little bit, but just let the leaders emerge on their own, and I think it's an awesome group, so I have no doubt that a couple people will start to emerge.
Obviously, Husker Nation is thrilled to have you back. What are you most excited about being back here and coming into the next season?
Just the fans and the support, not only from Husker Nation, but from the administration, and just the fact that Nebraska volleyball is such a big deal. I'm just really excited to be a part of it again.
All right, so hold on, Danny Buscombe-Kelly, what's a day in your life these days? Like, how many hugs are you getting? How many emails are you getting? Have you had, fans from Ord and Burwell send you suggested starting lineups? What's a day in the life for Danny
I've gotten a
Buscombe-Kelly?
couple suggestions. Those have been amazing. I might take them up on that. One was a cannon strike. We might add that. So stay tuned. A cannon strike.
Cannon strike, okay.
Not quite clear what that is, but we're going to try it.
We're excited about the fall. We're more excited now.
Exactly. But no, it's just the welcome home and the excitement, and following John Cook isn't an easy task. And we're like, are people excited? Are they sad? So it's really awesome to see the excitement and feel it from everybody.
I think Coach Cook wanted to make sure you had a strong non-conference strength of schedule.
Of course, we played Pitt, Stanford, and Kentucky right off the bat. So I've played them quite a bit in the last 8 years.
Pittsburgh, 4 consecutive Final Fours. You know that. You've been to 3 out of the last 4. And you got to talk about your former players here at Louisville.
Yes.
This is Elena and also Anna DeBeer. How special are they to you?
So special, and just amazing to be able to drive 45 minutes away and watch them play. And to see Elena start, I think it's her second game starting, and Anna to finally be getting over that ankle injury from the Final Four. It's just really, really cool. And they're both amazing players, but more importantly, great humans.
It's the head coach of Nebraska volleyball, Danny Bustrom-Kelly. Set 3, we come right back. The Novas looking for a sweep. Stay right there. Gotta get fun.
Lights, it's up! The Indy Ignite are taking over with nonstop action, athleticism, and an experience you will never forget. Indiana's first ever professional women's volleyball team is lighting up the Fishers Event Center this season. Tickets are on sale now and going fast. Join the fan firestorm in supporting these unbelievable female athletes and creating memories you won't forget. Get your tickets at indyignitevb.com today.
From your favorite athletes to your favorite music, listen to everything you love and so much more with the free iHeartRadio app. From live play-by-play to your favorite game day anthems and the biggest sports podcasts in the world, the iHeartRadio app lets you take it all with you and stay connected to your favorite team wherever you go. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
When I hear it coming up like that, I just know that things are gonna end bad. La 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 la. I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no stopping it. Then walk with it. La 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 la. I'll just keep dropping it, like there's no.
CHI Health Center site this afternoon of Omaha Supernova Volleyball. 2 sets love the Novas. Ajani Teeler, she's one of the league leaders in kills. She's been held a little bit in check with just in quotes, 4 kills for her in 2 sets. What's been the secret in slowing her down a little bit?
Well, I think the block and defense has been good right now. Brooke Nuneville had a couple key blocks on Ajani Teeler. And like you said, slowing her down is not taking her out of the match by any means because she's such a good player. She will still make an impact. But if Omaha can continue to slow her down just enough, take away enough of the angles to be able to have an impact on her confidence and kind of get her out of the match, get her team looking elsewhere, that will pay off for Omaha.
Here's Reagan Cooper. In that second set, Nati went to her more and more with good reason.
Well, she did. Reagan Cooper heated up. She started hitting really well. She started finding the high seam of the block and hitting that deep ball in the court. When you're trying to pound down, a lot of times blocks either get good touches or they score for a block. But when she hits that high seam ball back to the deep corner of the court, there's usually not a defender there, and it will result in a kill.
You see that tape on her right shoulder? She's got a bit of a shoulder issue she'll have probably the rest of her playing career. It's just stunning how effective Reagan Cooper has become. She started at Washington State, Texas Tech for 3 years, finished up at KU. She is an elite professional in just her second year.
She is, and like you said, it's a little bit surprising given her history in college. She wasn't coming out as one of the top players, but she has really established herself through her experiences now as being one of the top players. And in this league, she's quickly becoming one of the go-to players for Omaha.
And it shows us how we were really cheated in the past when we had to say goodbye to all of you great players at age 22, and there was so much great volleyball in so many of you.
And that's what's so exciting about this league is in the past, the top volleyball players had to go overseas internationally to play somewhere else if they wanted to continue playing professionally. To give women an opportunity to play professionally and continue their careers in the United States where fans that have grown to love them watching them play at the college level, to have that opportunity for them is so phenomenal. And I'm so excited for all these young women that they have this opportunity.
And there are those 2 Cardinals from Louisville, led them to 3 Final Fours in the last 4 years. Anna DeBeer on your left and Elena Scott on the right, both local products who played for their hometown university, beloved back in Louisville. And Anna DeBeer, there'll always be that what if because the injury. It reminds me a little bit of 2012 when Micah Hancock got injured for Penn State in the semifinal. Same thing for Louisville and Anna DeBeer, but just can't forget all the greatness. And the fact that Louisville pulled out that national semifinal, when she went down early in the 4th set, I don't think they trailed again. the rest of that set against Pittsburgh was the favorite.
Which is honestly incredible because a lot of times if you're, and Anna DeBeer was one of the leaders of that team, there's no doubt about that. She's one of the go-to players on that team. And when that person goes down, a lot of times emotionally it can take a team out of the match. And Louisville responded the complete opposite way. They banded together even stronger. They came out and fought even harder, and they played amazing to win that match. So it was a true testament, I think, to Danny Busboom Kelly as well as a coach for being able to rally her team after losing one of their main players.
Takes a long time to build something. 8 years, and they were there at the precipice of a national championship. Louisville, that close to winning a national title. There's a serve by DeBeer. Nice, beautiful diving pass by Camila Gomez. Here come the Ignite. Great save by Nunaville, and now a redirect over by Nati. And Lekador Member-Mena out of bounds. One love, Omaha.
And Member-Mena, as we talked about, is such a dynamic player. She jumps so well and hits so high. When she's attacking against Nati Valentin Anderson, that block is shorter than she's possibly used to or expecting. And so she's hit a few long, I think, trying to hit off the top of the block.
Indy hitting under 200 and Omaha 219. Lydia Martin, and she gets set in the middle. It's almost an automatic point. One apiece.
She does such a great job of being up and reaching high, and Sydney Hilly is fantastic at feeding her the ball high where Lydia Martin can extend and swing.
Another service error. Eight service errors. Now 9 for the Indy Ignite and 3 for the Omaha Supernovas. Pass made by Elena Scott. Lekador Member-Mena off the block and out. She tools it effectively. We're tied at 2.
It's a nice swing by Member-Mena, using that block, being able to hit it off the block out of bounds for a point for Indy.
Shawnee Teeler, she's a weapon from the back row, front row. Caitlin Horde over Dig. Caitlin Horde, and it drops.
Those were 2 really good swings by Caitlin Horde. The first one right at Elena Scott, who is one of the premier defenders in this game. And Elena Scott pops it back up, but it's an overpass. I like it that Nati went right back to Caitlin and gave her another swing, said go after it again, and Caitlin changes her direction. She hits the other way and results in a kill.
Reagan Cooper sails it. Member-Mena blasts it off another forearm. We're tied at 3 in the third.
It's another good swing by Member-Mena. You can see here she's going off Emily Londot's hand. Emily is not quite pressed over the net. Emily's got to get that hand over the net, back in Member-Mena's face to shut that ball down.
And that's a service ace. She's been more effective and more accurate with her feet on the floor rather than that jump serve. She had 3 service ace errors early, but none since.
And sometimes for a jump server, that's how it can go. If you're not feeling it, if you're not in rhythm, your jump serve can be a liability. I respect that she's realized that and changed up her serve to go to the float now and try to get more consistency for her team.
Brooke Nunaville, or did anybody touch it? I think we're going to get a challenge here. Out of bounds for the moment, 5-3 Ignite.
Everybody clap your hands.
But no challenge. You get 2 per set. Gomez to the deck. Nunaville, either hand will work.
Camila Gomez started that off really well with such a great pass on a ball that was dropping short. She gets under it, pops it up for Nati to set. Nati gets the ball to Brooke in tempo, and Brooke able to go up, uses her left hand to tip it through the block and down.
Omaha trying to sweep Indy for the 2nd time this month and season. Nice pass by Scott DeBeer, her college teammate. Block back, covered by Scott. Setter dump, won't work this time for Sydney Hilly, who's got 3 kills. Cooper gets dug. Anna DeBeer slams, and she's stuffed. She got blocked 7 times Thursday night by Vegas, but a lot of those were tight sets. That was a tough one to get through as well. We're tied.
That was a tough set for Anna DeBeer coming from behind her. Elena Scott setting that ball up nice and high, but Emily Londot doing a good job of just holding her ground and not reaching around.
DeBeer came in early in the 2nd set and stayed in, did not start. Cece Crawford, great up by Brooke Nunaville. Londot, not this time. Anna DeBeer, great up by Caitlin Horde, a big tall medal, digging back there like a coal miner. And another big Omaha block, Emily Londot.
After some ping pong on the ball on defense on Omaha's side, Emily Londa doing a good job again, lining up in front of the attacker.
She's averaging nearly 1 block per set. That's a big number for a right side. Poor pass. Hilly still goes with the slide and a Cece Crawford overdig. Joust. And Crawford from the right pin. Great defense by Omaha. Up 1 for the moment. Trying for 2, not yet. Londot. Sharp angle. It drops.
Great rally there by Omaha with lots of cover balls and defensive balls and keeping the ball alive. Emily Londot had 1 blocker. She goes up, sees that there's just 1 blocker, and is able to turn it cross court.
How about Caitlin Horde? She's a pancake specialist. And she also had a great cover in that rally. DeBeer stuffed again. Londot once more.
Right now, Emily Londot's doing such a good job with Anna DeBeer of not going past the ball. She's taking the ball and sealing it. Kayla Caffey closing to her, and that puts up a pretty big wall for Anna DeBeer.
Nova's with 8 blocks, Indy just 4. Here's going to try it again, succeeds.
That ball came out a little bit quicker. Sydney Hilly pushed it faster, the pass was faster. Anna DeBeer is able to jump to that ball quickly and get on the ball fast.
There's Cece Crawford. She has an ace earlier in this match. Nunaviller, kaboom!
I love that combination play by Omaha. Great pass by Camila Gomez to start that off. Running Kayla Caffey on a quick and Brooke Nunaviller inside on a shorter set on purpose. Gets the block of Indy, catches them off guard, and she's able to find a hole and rip it home for a kill.
This is a battle for second place. If Omaha wins, they're alone in second, just 1/2 game behind Orlando. Lydia Martin cannot be stopped yet.
She's not. Lydia Martin's had a great match for Indy. Sydney Hilly, I think, has done a really good job of finding her and getting her balls up where she can attack.
That's 8 kills. Just early in the 3rd set, she's a middle. Nunaviller slams another.
Nati doing a good job there, pushing that ball. It was passed behind her. She had to get behind it and shove it really hard to get it out, but she pushed it out to Brooke Nunaviller. Brooke takes a little bit off and just swipes it off the block. Such a smart shot.
Service error, point, Ignite. Serving number 14.
Brooke not happy with that serve.
She holds herself to a very high standard.
Anna DeBeer has to adjust to that toss. Kayla Caffey, great rescue attempt by Sydney Hilly. Oh, she's worth the price of admission alone. The all-time greats. There's the new head volleyball coach for Nebraska with her son Boone. Join the action, and Kayla Caffey served below the top of the net on that one.
Yes, unfortunately was not a good contact by Kayla Caffey. Resulted in the ball almost not hitting the bottom of the net. She is a little embarrassed. It all comes down to contact. When you're serving, you have to contact the ball well.
There's very little time between these rallies by design. Does that kind of surprise these servers sometimes? You got to think and collect yourself?
I don't think the timing should surprise them. They know that they practice this. But sometimes your toss is not good or your contact is not good, and when that happens, it can get ugly very fast.
Back row swing by Nunaviller. Block back. Big shot. Here comes the Ignite. Teeler. Now it's Membermene off the block into the antenna. Point Indy. It's an 11-10 ball game.
Membermene is taking such a big jump and a big swing out here on the outside. Nati Valentine Anderson thought she had her, but she wasn't quite in front of the ball and wasn't quite over the net.
More than 10,000 here for this one. CHI Health Center, downtown Omaha. Londot from the back right, not this time. Membermene. Oh, big block. Number 10 for the Novas. And guess who's in the middle of it? The #1 blocker in the entire league, Caitlin Horde.
Caitlin Horde is just a steady presence at the net. She reads the ball well, she reads the setters well, and she does a really good job of just staying in her position for blocking.
Johnny Teeler, kaboom, off the block and out. She's an assistant coach at Vanderbilt in her spare time. Vanderbilt bringing back women's volleyball. They're going to be at the ABCA Showcase in Lincoln, Nebraska in late August. 8 teams are coming for that showcase. That's a lot of teams. That's a showcase.
There's going to be a lot of good teams, a lot of really fun volleyball to watch that weekend.
Naughty sets middle. Caitlin Horde, not just a great blocker. Gets dug this time, though. And remember, Mene fires another one out of bounds.
Survey, Winnebago, number 8, Cooper.
They're not booing. That's Cooper. Remember, Mene. Blocked by Caitlin Horde and Emily Londot. That's nearly 13 feet of combined humanity. It's 14-10.
That is a big block to be hitting against. Indy went with a double sub for that rotation, and so right now, Member Mena is having to hit off of a different setter than she's had the rest of the match. The timing can just be a little bit different, and it can take a minute to get adjusted.
Swing by Grace Cleveland Waits, former Minnesota Golden Gopher, gets dug. Now she's trying to block Nunaviller and does a nice job. Nunaviller adjusts her shot, and it's out of bounds, 14-11.
Nati Valentine Anderson that time was running all over the court, back and forth, trying to chase down the passes to set. She did a really nice job, I thought, keeping her team in tempo.
So George Pageant is going with a new combination. New setter, Grace Cleveland Wait on the right. Big block. Right side swing by Londot. Whistle. Double contact.
Double contact.
Anise Avali
Survey number 23.
doing the setting for these 3 rotations. She played at Kansas out of Fort Worth, Texas. She's been watching for an hour and a half and got a whistle for a double contact. Shot by Grace Cleveland Wait. Over dig, here comes the Ignite. Tip shot Crawford, no. Down 3. DeBeer, make it 2.
Such a nice cross-court swing by DeBeer. She's so quick to jump onto that ball and snap cross-court so quickly. I liked on the Omaha side, though, there were several balls that were either tips or short touches off the block that were falling short, and both times there were teammates running for that ball, laying out for the ball, getting it up. So they are showing that pursuit intensity we've talked about.
DeBeer 5'11", Londot 6'3", trying to block her. Kayla Caffey checks in, about 6'1", as a middle. Good shot by Nunaviller, and the donut is available. 16-13. Media timeout. 9 to go for the Novas for a second sweep over Indy this month. Caitlin Cord. Guess what? This perhaps the first time she's ever had more digs than blocks or kills. She got 3 digs, 2 blocks, and 2 kills. She is an asset back there when she serves. She has been digging effectively all afternoon. Up by 3 on the free ball. Reagan Cooper slams, not down. DeBeer off the block and out. 2-point ball game.
A little bit of a miscommunication there early in that rally from Indy. They almost didn't get that first ball back over. But Anna DeBeer there again doing such a nice job seeing the block, tooling out of bounds.
Omaha Supernovas volleyball is brought to you by Barry Law. If you've been seriously injured, call Barry Law. Giles and Lydia Martin. Quietly effective match for a big, tall middle in orange.
Lydia Martin has been so effective for Indy tonight. She's got 12 attempts and 7 kills on that. She's hitting .570, 2 blocks. She's been a really effective player.
Nunaviller blocked. We are tied. Block number 5 for Indy. Omaha with 10. Teeler, one of the best in the league at blocking, despite only being 5 feet 9 inches tall. Cooper swings. Here come the Ignite for a lead. Tip shot Martin this time. Doug. Nunaviller tipping, no. Remember Mene takes something off, keeping it in bounds. Extending the rally. Shot Cooper, great dig. Quick attack, Martin again. 17-16, Indy.
Some really nice defensive plays there. Reagan Cooper getting set in the back row. That ball's too far behind the 10-foot line. She's jumping forward and the ball's behind her. Nazis keeps her in front of the line. I think Reagan can be more aggressive on that swing.
4 straight Ignite points. Nunaviller swings. That's the end of that run. Tied at 17. We had a deuce game in the second, 25-23 Omaha, and then 25-19 in the first. This one, another close result forthcoming. Here we go. DeBeer the pass, gets it back, swings. Block back coverage. She's going to get another chance. 4 hands in front of her. Great up by Gomez. Jump set, big swing. And that's Cooper delivering yet again. In duress, send it to Reagan Cooper.
Right now, Omaha's doing a good job. I think Camila Gomez is anchoring their defense. She pops the ball up for Nati to set. Reagan Cooper doing a nice job waiting for the ball and exploding to it.
Lydia Martin, another.
Point, Indy, kill by Martin.
Lydia Martin has been so successful attacking, but I really attribute that to Sydney Hilly and her setting. Right now, she's using Lydia Martin in the perfect times. She's getting her a ball up high where Lydia can swing and extend to swing, so she's hitting around and over blocks.
Nati Valentine Anderson fooled everybody in Dodge County. Sydney Hilly's got 3 of those. Nati's got 1 herself now. Omaha back on top.
Into the match to be number 22, Lindsay. Rossi and serving.
Timeout, Indy. But Lydia Martin piling up those kills. She has 10 right now and 16 swings. She's benefiting from all the firepower around her, so the defense isn't sure where the ball is going. She's benefiting from an elite setter, but she's just finding ways. She's got a lot of hands in front of her.
She is. I think she's doing a really good job turning the ball. She's not just ripping it straight ahead into the blocker who is on her every time. She's turning it to the left. She's turning it to the right. She's finding ways to go around and find the floor. And because she's hitting at such a high point of attack, her attack angles are very sharp, and the ball is coming down very quickly as well.
For Omaha, this is their 13th match of the season out of 28. Lots of volleyball forthcoming, and you can catch it right here on News Channel Nebraska. Thursday the 17th of April, the Grand Rapids Rise, and then Friday the 25th of April, the Columbus Fury, and then Sunday the 27th of April, the Vegas Thrill, having a great year this year after a tough opening campaign last season. All Supernovas action right here on NCAA. Served by Lindsay Krause, she's got an ace. Remember, she piled up about 15 of those in the first third of the college season last fall. DeBeer guides it to Hilly and Lydia Martin. It just happens so fast. Sydney Hilly, but Martin is finishing.
Yes, the Hilly-Martin connection is so good right now. Their timing is impeccable. And it allows Lydia Martin to be up there and be so effective on offense.
Lindenville, a perfect pass, set it up, not to Valentine Anderson, and somehow kept off the floor. Cooper, another.
This is the grit we were talking about for Omaha. They're up now, they're ahead, they're leading. They have to keep their foot on the gas. Keep pushing every point.
Close sets up in Indy the beginning of this month, and we've had a deuce set already in this one. 5 sets won by Omaha in 5 tries this year against Indy, and Johnny Teeler somehow finds the blocking hands of Reagan Cooper and brings Indy within 1.
And Sydney Hilly, they're doing a nice job. The pass was in front of her, so all of her movement on the court is moving forward. She flicks the ball back, and Ajani Teeler does a great job tooling the block out.
Just got her 7th kill. Blondot on her off pin, out of bounds. Not sure what the fans are rooting for, a 4th set or a quick Omaha win.
I think in these matchups, you want the quick win because you know if you give any team a window, they are strong enough to take it.
Blondot waits, loads, fires, kills.
Emily Londa had 2 nice swings in that rally. The first one results in an overpass, but the pass actually tipped the net and barely fell over, so Omaha was a little bit out of sync. Emily Londa didn't have a full approach, but she does a great job of just staying set, waiting, like you said, and then jumping and attacking.
Just her 5th kill, but she's been active. And she's been blocking. Blondot's 4th block of the match. And in this league, they only give 1 player a block for every one of those stuffs. So 4 blocks is a huge number. That's not a bunch of half blocks that are added together. Those are 4 solo blocks by a right side. And Emily Londot, it's a different team since she arrived 5 matches ago.
It is. She's made a huge difference for the Supernovas since she's become a mainstay on their offense, on their court. Here we see her serving, we see her blocking, setting up, reaching. She's just done a really nice job, I think, for Omaha of giving them some consistency on the right side, and that's something they didn't have before.
She can attack from anywhere. She's as effective in the back row as she is in the front row. So she just provides a 6 rotation option for Nati Valentine Anderson's setting. And I look forward to her doing what she did occasionally in college, that is pretending like she's going to block and staying on the ground and having an attacker take a big swing, thinking they're going to tool her hands, and the ball goes sailing out of bounds.
I don't think you'll see that at this level, because at this level, any attacker who's going out to swing will destroy the defense if they have a blocker not jump. So I think in this level, she's going to have to jump and block each time. But she's just been so consistent for Omaha right now on the right side. She's provided a big block out there that hitters have to work around. With this Indy team, these hitters are so dynamic and they're hitting so hard. When she gets a piece of it, it flies back at them very quickly.
Here's Londot, a 2nd swing this rally. Great up by DeBeer. Teeler, great up by Reagan Cooper. Brooke Nuneviller, block back. Wow. Remember, Mena gets it.
There were a lot of really nice balls in that rally going back and forth Brooke Nuneviller getting a ball that wasn't great to swing at. She plays it off the block and has a teammate cover her. Emily Londa had a couple good swings. Remember, Mena actually dug a sharp ball cross court, was on the floor, and jumped up and attacked that ball. That's how physical she can play.
Line drive service ace. She has been so much more accurate and effective with her feet on the floor serving this afternoon. We are tied at 23.
And for a lot of jump servers, that's the serve they have. And if they go to a float serve, it's not a great serve. Remember, Mena's jump float is just as effective. She has a lot of movement on that ball.
23 apiece. Brooke Nuneviller, no. Sydney Hilly, slide timing a little bit off for Cece Crawford. Nuneviller straddling 10-foot line, roll shots it, no. De Beer off the block and out. 3 in a row for Indy. Timeout, Omaha. Set point chance number 1 here in the third set for Indy. Omaha, on those rallies, you know they want to go to the middle, but so many of their sets are to the pins and to the back row. What will it take for them to activate those middles offensively?
I don't know what, I feel like it would be good to use the middles, but so far their middles haven't shown a lot of effectiveness offensively. And right now, Omaha is a very pin-heavy team offensively. They're relying on their outsides and their opposite to score most of the points and to take most of the swings. So I think for Nati, if she can find a middle in a pass that she feels like she can set them and get a great set where they can take an aggressive swing, she will. But I think anytime she's not feeling like it's comfortable for her, I think she feels like she needs to go to the pins.
George Padgett, you saw a moment ago talking to his troops. Behind him was John Shondell, longtime assistant of his older brother Dave Shondell at Purdue. Great job he did there. And his brother is still there as the head coach. Izzy Ashburn also on the staff, former Wisconsin Badger. Brooke Nuneviller. And the Novas have to side out here. Oh, we're going to a set 4. 3 straight points here at the end of this set. For the moment for Indy, that serve is just long. Oh. Cardiologists were passing around business cards on that one.
And we can see here that ball was so close to the line. It took nerves of steel to let that ball go.
Caitlin Hoard. She can dig back there. De Beer's going to go after Nuneviller. Great up. 24 apiece. Brooke Nuneviller. And 25-24 Omaha.
Great play. Brooke Nuneviller staying home and playing defense, knowing that Anna De Beer has that sharp cross-court capability, plays defense, gets the ball up, and comes back with a swing of her own off the block hands.
Match point chance. Number 1 for the Novas outside. De Beer fires it off the block, and it drops on the shoot tops of the Novas, 25 apiece.
That's a gutsy swing by De Beer. She's got a huge block in front of her between Kayla Caffey and Emily Londa, and she full-on swings, and the block is not over the net, and she's able to slip that ball between the blockers and the net.
Cece Crawford looking for ace number 2. No. Nuneviller. Kaboom!
This is Brooke Nuneviller willing her team to close out this set. You can see the fire in her eyes. She is not giving up. She's trying to will her team to keep fighting.
Back and forth. Match point chance number 2. Everyone's standing at CHI. De Beer again. And this time they stop her. Nati Valentina Anderson, the Novas victorious this afternoon. A big block, fittingly, on match point. And the Novas have swept Indy for the second time this season. And we remain alone in second place in the PVF. Even in the loss column and just 2 wins behind the league-leading Orlando Valkyries. And they'll shake hands here in downtown Omaha. The block was big all afternoon, Nancy, and it was the final exclamation point on this rally.
Here we see Nati get over, and she is fired up. What a fitting end.
It's a happy bunch of exploding stars. The Supernovas victorious in this one, and they are now 9-4, and the Indy Ignite dropped to 7-6. There's Nancy Metcalf. It's a happy bunch of Omaha fans heading home after this one. Player of the match is Brooke Nuneviller. The only downside, she got 9 digs. So she missed out on a double-double on this one, but 15 kills, hit .306. She's the heart and soul of this team.
She is, and you can tell that when the going gets tough for Omaha, they look to Brooke, and they want to see how she's reacting, and she is reacting with fire. Today, they went to her in several key moments, and she was able to come away with a kill or come away with a block to just fuel the Omaha team.
She wants the ball at 24-24. She wants the ball at 25-24, and there's a reason for it. She just knows what to do with it, and as the moments grow in magnitude, so does her effectiveness.
Absolutely, and I think a lot of that has to do with her experience and the fact that she is a veteran. Some of these younger players are definitely looking to her to see how she's handling this, and as you play longer, you start to gain that confidence in yourself, and she definitely has that, where, like you said, she wants the ball in the big moments.
We had hoped to chat with her, but that 6-year-old right there, he's got us. He's getting the exclusive, and then here comes some Supernova fans chatting with Brooke Nuneviller. We'll see. Hopefully we can, well, she's very happy, obviously. And the Novas get the victory here this afternoon. And Nancy Metcalf, final thoughts?
I'm proud of how Omaha turned it around. Thursday night was a really disappointing defeat, and I think for the team to turn it around this quickly, come back and show the fire and the grit that they did is impressive.
We do get an opportunity to chat with Brooke Nuneviller, our player of the game in this one. And Brooke, you know, Nancy, John Baylor, congratulations, great win.
Thank you so much.
How important after Thursday night was a victory for you guys this afternoon?
It was huge. I mean, I just talked about it out here, but we have 3 words. It's together, fearless, and resilient. And I think tonight was a big one that we could show resilience. And Indy's a fantastic team. They're the 3rd-ranked team in the league for a reason. And so for us to sweep them again on our home court is fantastic.
You want the ball at 24-all. You want the ball at 25-24. Has that always been the case?
I think I love having the control, and I think I'm always going to be fearless. Sometimes I'll make an error, you know, get stuff blocked, whatever it is, but I think Nati knows in those moments I'm always going to go for it. So, yes, I think I want to get the ball, but also I think we have a lot of people on the team that are like that, and they can handle it as well.
As one of the veterans on this team, how do you try to instill that confidence and that just desire to make the big plays in some of the younger players that you guys have who are trying to fill bigger roles now?
I think going back to one of our themes of fearlessness, it's like we preach that every single day, and we have that competitive atmosphere in the practice gym as well. A side, B side, we're switching back and forth. It doesn't really matter which one's A and B. We have a ton of depth on our team, and they push us every day, and we take those big swings in practice so we can take them in the game.
That's Brooke Nuneviller. She is our player of the game, hit over 300 yet again this afternoon. Her Supernovas victorious again this afternoon and alone in 2nd place in the PVF. That is a happy bunch of Supernova fans. More than 10,000 took in this one on this glorious Sunday afternoon in early March in downtown Omaha. For my broadcast partner, Nancy Metcalf, for our entire NCN crew, my name's John Baylor. Your Novas victorious today. Good afternoon.